Hello everyone, this is Al Red Sox Fan coming to you from Al Red Sox Fan YouTube channel, and we're going to bring you some action PC baseball, Beatles Eternally All-Decade Tournament, Game 2 of the 1970s versus the 1950s, second round best-of-5 matchup. The 50s took Game 1 over the 70s by 1 run, as Warren Spahn gutted out a 9-inning complete game victory. This tournament is brought to you by Beatles Eternally. All decade teams battle one another for the ultimate prize, the Decade World Series from the 1800s to the 2000s. Play ball. Again, round 2 is best of 5. Let's get to the lineups and the first pitch. Also up on the channel, Game 2 of our Legends Stanley Cup. First, all 3 periods of Game 2 between the 1983 Edmonton Oilers and the 1969 Boston Bruins. Game 1 is also up on the channel, so check that out if you'd like. But here we go, the starting lineups for the 1970 Decade team, which I will be managing. The computer will be managing the 1950 Decade team. Pete Rose is in left, Rod Carew is at first, Dave Parker is in right, and he bats third. The cleanup hitter is Allen, it's Dick Allen at third. Batting fifth, doing the catching, the switch hitter Ted Simmons. Batting sixth, the second baseman Joe Morgan. Batting seventh, the center fielder Cesar Cedeno. Batting eighth, the smooth fielding Davey Concepcion. And batting ninth, doing the pitching, I know I originally said I was going to go with Ferguson Jenkins. Jenkins will start Game 3. We've gone with terrific Tom Seaver here in Game 2. On the mound for the 1950 Decade team is Robin Roberts. And Roberts, 22-12 in his year of choice with 2 saves, 2.94 earned run average. He struck out 154, walked 55. Batting average against, 241. Yogi Berra is doing the catching, 9 out of 10 defense, 7 out of 10 arm. At third base is Matthews, 8 out of 10. Kuhn is at short, 6 out of 10. Nellie Fox at second, absolutely outstanding, 9 out of 10. Ted Kozlowski is at first, 7 out of 10. In left field, Stan the Man Musial, he's 6 out of 10 defense, 7 out of 10 arm. In center field, Duke Snyder, 8 out of 10 defense and arm. And in right field, Hank Aaron, 8 out of 10 defense, 7 out of 10 arm. So Rose is at the plate. In the tournament, he's batting .454 with a home run and 5 ribbies. The windup and the pitch from Roberts, and the ball game is on its way. Rose strikes out. Big swing and a miss on the 1-2 count. 1 up, 1 down. And here's Rod Carew, playing first base for the 70s Decade team. Batting .250, no home runs, no ribbies. In his year of choice, he batted .359. 9 home runs, 74 runners driven in. 9 out of 10 bunter. Corners in for the 50s Decade team. Matthews in at third, Kozlowski in at first. Can Carew bang it past the drawn-in corners? Berra sets the target. Here's the pitch to Rod Carew. Carew grounds it up the middle for a 1-out single, as Keane made a dive for it but couldn't make the play. So 1 out, 1 on. Carew 9 out of 10 base runner. Kozlowski holding him on. And here comes Dave Parker. Parker, power hitting right fielder, batting .500 with 4 ribbies in the tournament. In his year of choice, .304. 23 home runs, 104 runners knocked in. Keane and Fox look to turn 2 up the middle for the 1950s Decade team. Roberts takes a peek at first, picks up the sign from Berra, the windup and the pitch from Dave Parker. They throw over, Carew dives back. He was leaning. Nice move by Robin Roberts. Roberts again peeks to first. The windup and the pitch to Parker. Swing and a miss, strike 3. A bad swing on the 1-2 count. Way out in front of the curveball. So 2 outs, Carew will be off on contact at first. Klazuski still holding him on. And here's the third baseman, Dick Allen. He's only batting 142, no home runs, no ribbies. Year of choice, 311, 35 homers, 94 runners knocked in. Roberts readies himself. He kicks and fires to Allen. No, again he throws over. Nice move. Carew got back without diving this time. Klazuski holds Carew on. He'll bounce off the bag after the pitch. Berra sets the target. Here's the pitch to Allen. Allen sends that ball to Snyder in left center field. He's on the run, makes the catch. Side retired. We go to the bottom of the first. Scoreless here. All games are played at Camden Yards for the tournament. And due up for the 50s decade team, leading off Nellie Fox. He's playing second base. Stan the Man Musial batting second in left field. Hank Aaron batting third in right field. The man who caught the fly ball batting fourth in center field. Duke Snyder batting fifth. Eddie Matthews at third base. Batting sixth, doing the catching, Yogi Berra batting seventh. First baseman Ted Klazuski batting eighth. The shortstop Harvey Keene batting ninth, doing the pitching, Robin Roberts. On the hill for the 1970 decade team, Tom Seaver, 19-10 in his year of choice, 2.27 earned run average, striking out 242, walking 68, batting average against 206. He is 1-0 in the replay. He won a game in round 1, best of 3. Behind the plate, Ted Simmons, 6 out of 10 defense, 5 out of 10 iron. Allen's at third, 4 out of 10. Concepcion outstanding at short, 9 out of 10, as well as Joe Morgan, 9 out of 10 at second. Rod Carew, 7 out of 10 at first. In left field, Pete Rose, 7 out of 10 with a 5 iron. In center field, Cesar Cedeno, 9 out of 10 defense with a 6 out of 10 iron. And Dave Parker's in right, 8 out of 10 defense with an 8 out of 10 iron. Fox, a good bunter, 7 out of 10. The corners will move in. So Allen in at third, Carew in at first. Here's the pitch from Seaver to Fox. We're going to go aggressive. Fox sends that ball to right center field, takes a wide turn around first, but goes back. Morgan made a diving attempt at it, couldn't get it. Leadoff runner on. Fox, 7 out of 10 base runner. Carew holding him on. Stan the Man Musial steps to the plate. Musial batting 250 in the tournament. No home runs, no ribbies. 338 in year of choice. 34 homers, 116 runners driven in. Nellie Fox, 308, 4 home runs, 58 runs driven in his year of choice. Concepcion and Morgan look to turn 2 up the middle. Seaver throws over. Fox is back. Seaver looks to first. Now in at Simmons. Here's the pitch to Musial. And he strikes him out. Musial looked bad on that swing and a miss. Set him up nicely for the fastball. 1 out, 1 on for a hammering Hank Aaron. Aaron batting .666, 1 home run, 2 ribbies. Year of choice, 338, 43 home runs, 122 runners batted in. Righty-righty matchup. Again, Concepcion and Morgan pinching the middle, hoping to turn 2. Seaver kicks and fires to Aaron. Aaron swings, sends that ball to left. Rose is there, makes the catch. Throws back into Concepcion. 2 outs, Fox retreats back to first. Fox will be off on contact. Carew holding him on. Here comes Duke Snyder. Snyder getting his first at-bats in this tournament. His year of choice, he batted .313, 39 home runs, 111 RBI. The left-handed batter facing the right-handed Tom Seaver. Seaver looks in. Simmons sets the target. Here's the pitch to the Duke. Snyder swings, sends that ball to right field. Parker has it on a hop. Fox stays put at second. So station to station go the 1950 decade team. 2 outs, 2 on for Eddie Matthews. Matthews batting .333 in the tournament. Year of choice, 300, 46 home runs, 109 runners knocked in. Another left-handed stick that Tom Terrific has to face. 2 outs, 2 on. Runners will be off on contact. Simmons wiggles the fingers. Here's the pitch to Matthews. And Seaver doesn't get the call. He walked him. So bases are juiced for Yogi Berra. Berra getting his first start in the tournament. His year of choice, 304, 21 home runs, 103 ribbies. Can Berra get the grand salami? Simmons goes out to have a word with Seaver. He's thrown 26 pitches in this first inning. He's good for 140. Simmons back behind the plate. Pounds the mitt, sets the target. Here's the pitch to Yogi. Berra swings, ground ball up the middle. Concepcion gets by him. Morgan backhands it, throws to Carew for the outside, retired. The 50s decade team leaves the bases loaded. We go to top of the second, scoreless here. Due up for the 70s, Simmons, Morgan, and Cedeno. Simmons getting his first start of the tourney in his year of choice. 302, 20 home runs, 94 runners knocked in. Switch hitter batting lefty off the right-handed throwing Robin Roberts. Roberts picks up the sign from Berra. Here's the pitch to Simmons. Simmons sends that ball right center field on the run. Duke Snider on the run at the track, and he makes the leaping catch, banging into the wall. Snider covered a tremendous amount of ground. One away. What a play by Duke Snider. Let's watch that replay over. Simmons drives at the right center field gap. Aaron's nowhere near it. Snider races over, makes the leaping catch. 1 down. Now bring up Joe Morgan. Morgan gets his first start of the tournament. Year choice 304, 20 home runs, 78 ribbies. Another left-handed stick. 8 out of 10 bunter. 50s decade team infield, outfield, normal and straight away. Morgan will attempt a bump, drag, base hit. And Roberts fields it, and Fox covers first base on the wheel plate, and they get Morgan by a couple of steps. Robin Roberts very quickly off the mound, so 2 outs, bases empty for the center fielder, Cesar Cedeno, batting .714, no home runs, 2 ribbies. Year of choice, 298, 16 home runs, 78 RBIs. The 50s decade team leads the series 1-0. This is game 2, best out of 5. Here's the pitch to Cedeno. And that's a ground into Matthews. He comes charging in. Quick release. Bang, bang play at first. A stretch by Kluszewski. Not in time. And Cedeno has an infield hit. 10 out of 10 base runner. 35% chance of stealing second. Kluszewski to hold him on. Davey Concepcion steps to the plate. The smooth fielding shortstop, batting .181. No home runs. No RBIs. On deck, Tom Seaver. Cedeno will be off on contact. Here's the pitch to Concepcion. Concepcion swings, drives that ball left center field. Musial looking up, and that ball is gone. Davey Concepcion sends it into the second deck. 2-0 70s team. Wow, did he crush that Robin Roberts pitch. 428 feet. Let's watch the replay of that. Concepcion got all of that. Left center field. Musial started to go back, looked up. Second deck, ball is gone. Cedeno greets him at the plate, and they go back to the dugout. So, a quick lead here for the 70s decade team, 2-0 off Robin Roberts. And with 2 outs, bases empty, Tom Terrific strides the plate. Seaver is 0 for 2 in the tournament at the plate. Here's the pitch from Roberts to Seaver. And he grounds it to Kuhn. Kuhn makes a backhand deep in the hole. They throw to Kluszewski in plenty of time. Side retired. But the 70s get on board first on the Concepcion 2-run blast to left center. We go to the bottom of the second, 2-0 70s. 2 up for the 50s decade team, Kluszewski, Keene, and Roberts. Remember, the 50s left the bases loaded in the bottom of the first. Ted Kluszewski getting his first at-bats here in the tourney. Your choice, Kluszewski batted .308, 25 home runs, 101 runners knocked in. Kluszewski digs in that left-hander's batter's box. Severs is ready to work. Here's the pitch to Kluszewski. Ted swings, line shot. Morgan makes the diving catch, robbing Klazuski of a base hit up the middle. Morgan flips it to Carew, who goes to Concepcion as they throw it around. Joining us at the ballpark tonight is Bleacher Bums Gaming. That would be Anthony. He says, man that never sleep. What's up, buddy? Oh, I'm just playing another game before I hit the hay. Remember to check out Bleacher Bums Gaming with Anthony. Lots of wonderful stuff on his channel. Red, White, and Blue Racing. That's a NASCAR game. It's excellent. He does a wonderful job with that. He's developed his own boxing game, Glory Days Boxing. Wonderful. He has 2 fights up between Muhammad Ali and John L. Sullivan. I think, and there's also a Jack Johnson fight, I do believe. I'm trying to remember. You have 3 fights up on the channel, I believe. I've gone brain dead now. And he has a Ferguson Jenkins replay, card and dice. And also the Time Machine with the St. Louis Browns of 1922 traveling to 1977, replacing the Toronto Blue Jays. Lots of fun stuff on Bleacher Bums Gaming channel with Anthony. Check it out. Alright, Harvey Keene steps to the plate, 1 out. He would go on to manage the Milwaukee Brewers, Harvey's Wallbangers. Keene is batting .666 in the tournament. No home runs, no ribbies. Year of choice 320, 8 homers, 62 RBIs. Right-handed batter. That's a rarity in this lineup for the 50s. Severs is ready. He kicks and fires to Keene. And Keene sends that ball to the right side and it gets through. So a 1-out single for Harvey Keene. Tying run comes to plate and Robin Roberts. Roberts, the first start of the series, no at-bats in the tourney. And year of choice, 165. He did have a home run and 7 ribbies. Excellent bunter, 10 out of 10. On deck, the top of the order, Nellie Fox. They might bunt with 1 out. We're going to play straight away in normal, though. We're going to go aggressive against Roberts. Here's the pitch from Seaver to Roberts, his counterpart. And it's a bunt. And it looks like a good one. Carew fields it and throws to Morgan on the wheel play. They just nipped Robin Roberts at first. So there's 2 outs. They did bunt Keene into scoring position. They give up the out to put Harvey Keene at second. And here comes Nellie Fox. Fox is 1 for 1. He singled in the first. Chance to cut into this 2-0 lead by the 70s decade team. Seaver is ready. Here's the pitch to Fox. Ground ball up the middle. Morgan backhands it, turns, fires to Carew. Side retired. Nice play by Little Joe Morgan. Top of the 3rd, 2-0 the 70s. Over the 50s, due up the top of the order for the 70s decade squad. Rose, Carew, and Parker back to the chat. We have Anthony from Bleacher Bums Gaming. Anthony says, some power in that 50s lineup. Yes, it is. Anthony from Bleacher Bums Gaming. LOL, it's only 9:15 here, and I'm tired. And then Bleacher Bums Gaming. The Johnson fight. Johnson, Tyson, and Hay Bruno. Thank you. So there's 4 fights up there. I forgot about the Hay and Bruno fight, and he did that one for me. I should have remembered it. That's the one I requested from Wembley. So there's 4 fights. Jack Johnson, Mike Tyson. David Hay versus Frank Bruno in what the British would call an awesome domestic fight. David Hay just retired today, officially. He should have stayed retired. Though he came out of retirement, made some good money on those 3 fights. The 2 against Tony Bellews. And then he has the 2 Ali, John L. Sullivan fights, which are outstanding. Alright, so here's Pete Rose. He's 0 for 1. Rose struck out his first time up. That's a rarity for Pete. Barrett wiggles the fingers. Roberts nods his head. He deals to Rose. Rose swings, goes the other way, and that gets down into left field. Rose takes a wide turn, but thinks better of it. A leadoff single for Pete. And I'll bring up Rod Carew. He's 1 for 1. He singled up the middle in the first. 8 out of 10 bunters, 6 out of 10 hit and run. We're going to play hit and run. Rose is ready to go. He's off. Carew swings. Oh, he flies to center field. Snyder looking up, going back, makes... No! It drops into no man's land. The wind kills the ball. And it drops in there for a bloop hit. As Snyder broke back on the ball, it sounded very good off the bat of Carew. Fooled everybody, including myself. So 2 on, no outs for Dave Parker. Parker, the right fielder, is 0 for 1. He struck out his first time up. If you're thinking about bunting, forget about it. He's 0 out of 10. But Parker's not up there to bunt. He's not in the lineup for that. He's in there to mash the ball. Roberts looks in at Barrett, nods his head. Keenan Fox hoping to turn 2 up the middle in his 50s infield. Here's the pitch to Dave Parker. And We Are Family swings, sends that ball to center field. Snyder coming, and he will not get there. It's going to be off the wall. 1 run scores. It's 3-0. Carew's going to be waved around. He's got an 87% chance of scoring. And Snyder throws to Matthews at third. So Dave Parker doubles, knocking in 2 runs. And in back-to-back innings, so far, the 70s have scored 2 and 2 with a chance to get more here in the top of the third. 4-0, no outs. Parker at second. Robin Roberts is being roughed up, to say the least. Here comes Dick Allen, the third baseman's 0 for 1. He flied to center. Allen had 35 home runs in his year of choice. Have Roberts on the ropes, hoping to knock him out. Berra has a quick word with the pitcher, now back behind the plate. Berra squats down, sets the target. Here's the pitch to Allen. Swing and a miss. Way out in front of the curve. So 1 out. Parker at second. Here's Ted Simmons, the catcher's 0 for 1. He flied to very deep right center. And the unbelievable catch that Duke Snyder made, going a long way, leaping and crashing into the wall. Simmons is switch hitting catcher, batting lefty. The windup and the pitch to Ted Simmons. And he goes the other way. And Musial is there, and he makes the catch. Parker with a 93% chance of tagging safely. He's going for it. The throw by Musial, the tag by Matthews. Not in time. Parker slides in safe. So 2 outs. Parker 90 feet away from the 70s decade, adding a 5th run. And here's little Joe Morgan, who's played outstanding defense at second. He's 0 for 1. He attempted a bunt hit and was thrown out by Roberts. Here's the pitch to Morgan. And that's ball 4. Inning continues. Parker at third, Morgan at first. Excellent base runner. And here's Cesar Cedeno, 1 for 1, hitting a whopping .750 with 2 ribbies. He singled infield variety in the second. Cedeno looking to get his 3rd RBI. Roberts takes a deep breath. Here's the pitch to Cesar Cedeno. And he swings, dribbler to Keene. He has it, fires to Kolzewski, side retired. But the 70s decade team picks up 2 more on the double by Dave Parker. We go to the bottom of the third. 4-0 70s, due up for the 50s. Stan the Man Musial, hammering Hank Aaron, and Duke Snyder to face Tom Seaver. Musial's 0 for 1. He struck out against Tom Terrific. There's a ton of lefty batters in this 50s lineup. Seaver kicks and fires to Musial. And they didn't get the call. Ball 4. Simmons didn't like it. So Musial's on at first. 7 out of 10 base runner. Carew to hold him on. Hammer and Hank Aaron steps to the plate. Aaron 0 for 1. Fly deep to left. If Aaron, the home run king, the true home run king, goes yard, he will cut the lead in half. Seaver takes a peek at first. He delivers to Hammer and Hank. Aaron swings, and that's going to go to right center field. Cedeno cuts it off, keeping Aaron at first and Musial at second. So the first 2 runners are on with singles. Batters are on, excuse me. And I'll bring up Duke Snyder. Snyder's 1 for 1. He's single to right. Snyder had 39 home runs in his year of choice. If he goes out of Camden Yards, it will be a 4-3 ball game. As Anthony from Bleacher Bums Gaming has just announced the rubber match for Ali Sullivan. So check that out. When is that coming up on the channel? And will it be live or recorded? Either way, I will be there. Alright. Concepcion and Morgan hoping to turn 2 in that 70s infield. Here's the pitch to Duke Snyder. Snyder is jammed. They call infield fly room. Concepcion makes the catch at short, 1 away. Now bring up the very dangerous Eddie Matthews. Matthews walked his first time up. The 50s did leave the bases loaded in the bottom of the first. Matthews had 46 home runs in his year of choice. Seavers readies himself. He kicks and fires to Matthews. Matthews swings, sends that ball to right field. Parker's there, makes the catch. Usual tags. Parker throws to Morgan, the cutoff man. So 2 outs. Musial at third, Aaron at first. Carew holding Aaron on. They'll bring up Yogi Berra. Berra's 0 for 1. He grounded to second. Seaver needs 1 more out to get out of this pickle. Berra digs in, ready to grip and rip. Tom Terrific kicks and fires. And he strikes out Berra, side retired. So Tom Seaver strikes out his manager, Yogi Berra. As yes, Berra managed the Mets in '73. Top of the 4th, the 70s 4, the 50s nothing. Due up for the 70s decade team, Concepcion, Seaver, and the top of the order, Pete Rose, to face Robin Roberts. Roberts has struggled in the first 3 innings. 6 hits, 4 earned runs, 1 walk, 3 Ks. Concepcion had a 2-run blast in the second, and that gave the 70s decade team a 4-0 lead. Here's the pitch to Davey Concepcion, and Concepcion ground ball to Matthews. Quick release. Klazuski with the stretch, and they get Concepcion by a step and a half. 1 down. Tom Terrific comes to plate. Seavers 0 for 1. Berra sets the target. Roberts deals to his counterpart. Seavers swings and misses. So 2 up, 2 down. And Pete Rose comes to plate. Charlie Hustle 1 for 2. Struck out in the first, singled in the third. 7 out of 10 bunter. On deck is Carew. Here's the pitch to Rose. Rose swings and he goes to right field for a single. Keeps the inning alive. So Rose singles to left and now singles to right. 2 for 3. Klazuski holding Rose on. And here's Rod Carew, who's 2 for 2. Batting .400 in the tourney. No RBIs, no homers. He singled in the first, singled in the third, excuse me. Carew, in his very familiar batting stance, awaits the Roberts offering. Here's the pitch. Carew swings, fly ball, center field. Snyder going back, makes the catch, side retired. Bottom of the 4th, 4-0 70s decade over the 50s. Due up for the 50 decade team to face Tom Seaver, Klazuski, Keene, and Roberts. As Anthony from Bleacher Bums Gaming says, Seaver on point. And Anthony asks, how many times have you made it to Fenway this season? None, Anthony, but I'm going to go. I haven't been there in a long time. And I want to go see my Red Sox play in person. They won, yeah, they won tonight. Sloppy game, but they won. Pretty sure they won. I was playing my hockey game. I think they won. I'm positive they won. I could be wrong, but I'm pretty sure I heard that they won. Here's Ted Klazuski. He's 0 for 1. Flying to second. Seavers just must be saying, my God, how many lefties they have in this line? A lot. Seaver deals to Klazuski. And that ball goes a shallow left center field. Cedeno on the run, and he makes the catch. Excellent job by Cesar Cedeno. 1 up, 1 down. And here comes the number 8 batter, Harvey Keene, 1 for 1. He singled in the second. Seaver looks in at Simmons. Nods his head. The wind up, the pitch to Keene. Dribbler up the middle. Morgan has it. Throws to Carew. 2 down. Excellent range by Joe Morgan at second. So 2 outs, base is empty, and it's up to Robin Roberts, pitcher. And he had a sacrifice bunt his first time up, I'm pretty sure. trying to extend the inning, get to the top of the order, and Nellie Fox. Seaver deals to his counterpart Roberts. And he walked him! Oh, Tom, what are you doing? You don't want to walk the pitcher. And now here's Nellie Fox. So Roberts is at first. Below average speed, 4 out of 10. And Nellie Fox, 1 for 2. He singled in the first, grounded to second in the second. On deck, stand the man Musial. Seaver doesn't want to get to him. If you're thinking of a home run, Nellie Fox only had 4 in his year of choice. Here's the pitch to Fox. Ground ball, back to Seaver. He throws to Carew, side retired. The walk of the pitcher does not hurt Tom Terrific. Top of the 5th, the 1970s decade team 4, the 1950s, nothing. Due up for the 70s, Parker, Allen, and Simmons. Parker, 1 for 2. He doubled his last time up, knocking in 2 runs. Before that, he struck out. Here's the pitch from Roberts to Parker. Parker swings. He's jammed. That ball's in shallow right. Klazuski going back towards the line, and he makes the catch. Nice range by the big man at first. 1 out. I'll bring up Dick Allen, the third baseman, struggled in this tournament, only batting .111. He's 1 for 9. 0 for 2 today. He has struck out and blown out to center. Roberts readies himself. Here's the pitch to Allen. Allen swings, line shot to center, and Snyder makes the running catch off the shoe tops. What a catch by Duke Snyder in center, robbing Allen of a hit. When things go bad, they go bad. That looked like that was going to get down for a single. Instead, 2 outs, base is empty for the catcher. Ted Simmons, he is 0 for 2. He flew very deep to right center, then very deep to left. Switch hitting catcher, batting lefty, off the right-handed throwing Roberts. 50s decade team, infield, outfield, normal and straight away. Berra flashes the sign, sets the target. Here's the pitch to Simmons. Swing and a miss, side retired. We go to the bottom of the 5th, 4-0 70s. Due up for the 50 decade team, Musial, Aaron, and Snyder to face Tom Seaver. Seaver has gone 4 innings, 4 hits, no runs. He's walked 3, struck out 2. Musial's 0 for 1. He has struck out and walked. Here's the pitch to stand the man Musial. He swings, that ball's driven. Right field in the corner, Parker on the run, and he makes the catch. Nice job by Parker as he flips it back in towards Morgan. 1 down, Hammer and Hank Aaron. The true home run king steps up plate. 1 for 2. He flew to deep left and singled in the 3rd. Seaver toes the rubber, peers in at Simmons. He deals to Aaron. Aaron swings, fly ball, left center field. Cedeno going back, looking up, and it is gone. Hammer and Hank Aaron has just cut into the 70s decade lead by 1. It's now 4-1. Aaron's greeted at the plate by Duke Snyder and goes back to the dugout. Let's see if Snyder can go back-to-back jacks. As Anthony from Bleacher Bums Gaming says, a lot of power in this 50s decade lineup. Snyder 1 for 2, single in the 1st, and then got jammed. He popped out to short in the 3rd. Infield fly rule was called. Here's the pitch to the Duke, and he works a walk. The fans of the 50s clapping along. So Snyder's at first, 1 out, 4-1 70s team. Eddie Matthews steps to the plate. Eddie's 0 for 1. He walked in the 1st and flew deep to right in the 3rd. Matthews looking to grip and rip and drive it out of Camden Yards. Tom Severs has different thoughts on that. He rocks and fires to Matthews. Matthews swings. Shallow fly ball, right center field. Cedeno covers a lot of ground, makes the basket catch. Racing back to first is Snyder. So 2 outs, Carew holding Snyder on. Snyder will be off on contact. Yogi Berra is 0 for 2. He has grounded to second and struck out. Can Severs strike out his manager once again? Here's the pitch to Yogi. Berra swings, dribbles it to Allen. Allen comes in, fires the first. Bang, bang play, and they just get Berra. Oh, He thought he was safe, but the side is retired. Top of the 6th, 4-1. The 50s decade team does get on the board with the home run by Hammer and Hank Aaron. Due up for the 70s, Morgan, Cedeno, and Concepcion to face Robin Roberts. Roberts has gone 5 innings, 7 hits, 4 earned runs, 1 walk, 5 Ks. Joe Morgan's 0 for 1. He attempted to bunt in the second, was thrown out by Roberts, then he walked. Corners are playing back. Here's the pitch to Morgan. He's swinging away, ground ball, up the middle, Fox backhands it, throws to Kozewski. 1 up, 1 down. Now bring up the center fielder, Cesar Cedeno, 1 for 2. Singled in the second, infield variety, and then grounded to short in the third. 8 out of 10 bunter, he's going to try to drag bunt. He puts it down. Barrett fields it, fires to Fox on the wheel play, and he is out. So twice the 70s have attempted drag bunts, once with Morgan, once with Cedeno, and the result the same. Outs. 2 outs, bases empty for smooth fielding Davey Concepcion. Concepcion 1 for 2. Hit a 2-run homer in the second, and that gave the 70s a 4-0 lead until Aaron homered in the bottom of the 5th. Then he grounded to third. Concepcion awaits the Roberts offering. Here's the pitch. Davey swings, grounded to Matthews. Matthews comes in quick, fires to Kozewski. Did they get Concepcion? No, they did not. Another infield hit for the 70s decade team, keeps the inning alive. And here comes Tom Terrific. He is 0 for 2. Can he work a walk or get a base hit? He walked Roberts in the prior inning. Here's the pitch to Seaver. And he works a walk! Oh, Berra not happy with his pitcher, because now, instead of 3 outs and going back to the dugout to go hit, that's ball 4 to the number 9 batter, the pitcher, a cardinal sin. So Concepcion's at second, Seaver's at first. The top of the order, Pete Rose, all-time hits leader, 2 for 3. Struck out in the first, then singled in the third, singled in the fourth. Base hit should score Concepcion at second. Excellent base runner. Both runners will be off on contact. Seaver's as slow as dirt, as I like to say. Wouldn't win a race with a dead tortoise. Here's the pitch to Rose. Rose swings, dribbler up the middle, past Roberts. Fox has it quickly, flips to Keene for the force out of Seaver. Side retired. The 70s strand 2. We go to the bottom of the 6th, 4-1, 70s over the 50s. Due up for the 50 decade team, Kozewski, Keene, and Roberts. It'll be interesting to see if they pinch hit for Roberts here in the bottom of the 6th. Tom Seaver has gone 5 innings, 5 hits, 1 earned run, the home run by Hammer and Hank Aaron. Walked 4, struck out 2. Kozewski is 0 for 2 off Seaver. He's lined to second and fly to center. Simmons wiggles the fingers. Here's the pitch to Kozewski. That's a line shot, and Morgan makes another nifty play at second. So Kozewski's hit the ball pretty hard with nothing to show for it but an 0 for 3. 1 out, base is empty for Harvey Keene. Keene 1 for 2, future Milwaukee Brewers manager. Singled in the second, grounded out to second in the fourth. Seaver nods his head. The windup, the pitch to Keene. Ground ball. Allen. He bobbles it. And will that be an error? It will be an error. They will not give Keene an infield hit. It was going to be a tough play anyway on Allen, but they give him an E5. So 1 out. Keene's at first. 6 out of 10 base runner being held on by Rod Carew. As Anthony from Feature Bums Gaming says, you can only hope to contain the hammer. This is true. And Robin Roberts comes up plate. It's going to be interesting to see if they let him hit. He might bunt again. We'll give up the sack for the out. Here's the pitch. And he's swinging away and he strikes out. Wow, with all those good pitchers, they let him hit away. And he strikes out. 2 outs. Keene will be off on contact at first. Carew still holding him on. Now bring up the top of the order, Nellie Fox. Fox is 1 for 3. Single in the first, then grounded out to second in the second, and grounded back to the pitcher in the fourth. Receiver peeks to first, now looks in at Simmons. He deals to Fox. Fox grounds the ball to the right side. Carew backhands it, flips to Tom Seaver covering the bag. Side retired. We go to the top of the 7th. The 70s decade team looking to knot up the series at 1. They're up 4-1. And due up Carew, Parker, and Allen to face Robin Roberts. Rod Carew 2 for 3. Singled in the 1st, singled in the 3rd, and flew to deep center in the 4th. Barrett goes through the sign. Roberts nods his head. He kicks and fires to Carew. Carew swings, slow dribbler. Keane comes charging in from short. Quick release to Kozlowski, and they get Carew at first. 1 away. Dave Roberts steps to plate. He's 1 for 3. Roberts 1 hit. A double knocking in 2 runs in the 3rd. Before that, he struck out, and after that, he popped out. Here's the pitch to Parker. Parker grounds to Fox on the outfield grass, throws to Kozlowski, 2 up, 2 down. Now bring up Dick Allen. He is 0 for 3 and 1 for 10. And Allen will be called back for a pinch hitter. As he has made an error, we're going to go with Mike Schmidt. Oh no, we're going to go with Jim Rice. Jim Rice, and then Mike Schmidt will come into play 3rd. Jim Rice will get in that bat here. Jim Rice, the Red Sox, will come into pinch hit. In the tournament, he's batting .250, no home runs, no ribbies. He's 2 for 8. Your choice, 30 home runs, 117 ribbies, .310 batting average. 2 outs, base is empty. Rice awaits the Roberts offering. Here's the pitch to Jimmy. Rice swings, sends that ball to left field, and Musial makes the catch. He only had to go back a couple of steps. Jimmy got under it. Side retired. We go to the bottom of the 7th, 4-1 70s. And Mike Schmidt will come in to play 3rd. He's 9 out of 10 defense, so Mike Schmidt, and he'll bat cleanup. Rice is out of the game. Tom Seaver still looking strong as he has a quick conversation with Ted Simmons. 113 pitches, good for 140. 70s up 4-1, due up for the 50s. Musial, Aaron, and Snyder. Stand the man is 0 for 2. Here's the pitch from Seaver to stand the man Musial. And he's 0 for 3. That is a strikeout. I believe Musial has the hat trick. Quickly just check the box score. Did Musial get the hat trick? No, that's only his 2nd K. 2nd K. So 1 out, no one on for Hammer and Hank Aaron. Aaron's 2 for 3. He has flown deep to left in the 1st, singled in the 3rd, then hit a solo blast in the 5th. Can Hank Aaron do it again off Tom Terrific? Seaver looks in, nods his head. Here's the pitch to Aaron. Aaron swings. That ball is up the middle. Cedeno has a 53% chance of making a diving catch. We're going to go for it. And he makes the diving catch. Cesar Cedeno, totally outstretched, makes the catch, shows the glove, the ball in the glove. And the man in blue puts the right arm up. You are out, hammering Hank Aaron. So Aaron bidding for his 3rd hit denied by the outstanding play by the center fielder Cesar Cedeno. Receiver with a big smile on his face there. So 2 outs, base is empty for the Duke. Duke Snyder 1 for 2. Singled in the 1st, popped up in the 3rd, and walked in the 5th. Receiver's going to have nightmares about left-handed batters, as he seems to face lefty, lefty, lefty. Alright, here's the pitch to Snyder, trying to keep the inning alive. And swing and a miss on the curveball, side retired. We go to the top of the 8th, 4-1 70s. Due up for the 70 decade team, Simmons, Morgan, and Cedeno. Robin Roberts up to 108 pitches. He is good for 145. He had those 2 hiccup innings, the 2nd and the 3rd. Since then, he's settled down quite nicely. He's gone 7 innings, 8 hits, 4 earned runs, 2 walks, 5 Ks. Simmons is 0 for 3. Here's the pitch to Ted Simmons. And that's a shot to left center field. That's going to get down and grab some wall. Ted Simmons with a leadoff double. He's a 4 out of 10 base runner. And coming in to run will be Bobby Bonds. Simmons' day is done. The 70s decade team wants to get as many runs as possible. As Anthony from Bleacher Bums Gaming said, the 50s is a powerful lineup, and they have a 1-game-to-none lead in this best of 5. Here's Joe Morgan, and Morgan's 0 for 2. At worst, he wants to hit this ball to the right side. At best, he wants to knock Bonds in, 9 out of 10 base runner. Roberts deals to Morgan. Morgan swings, sends that ball to deep center field. Snyder's there, he makes the catch. Bonds runs back to tag up, and he makes it to third quite easily, so a great call on the pinch runner. So Bonds is in scoring position 90 feet away with less than 2 outs, and Cesar Cedeno strides the plate, the man who just made that wonderful diving catch to rob Hammer and Hank Aaron of his 3rd hit. Cedeno's 1 for 3 is 1 hit, an infield hit, looking for his 3rd RBI. Berra goes out to have a quick word with Roberts. And the 50s decade team, very confident in their offense, play the infield normal. Here's the pitch to Cedeno. Cedeno swings. That's going to be a deep fly ball to center. Snyder will catch it, and tagging up and should score easily is Bonds. As 96% chance we're sending him. Here's the throw by Snyder. Here comes Bonds. He slides in, and he's safe. That was a closer play, but he was safe. Throw just a little bit up the line. Berra got it and dove in for the tag. But what a throw, to be honest with you. Slightly off target, but my God. He put it there. But it makes it 5-1. The 70s decade team once again has a 4-run lead. They want to get that 5th run, though. A grand slam can't tie it if you get that 5th run. Here's the pitch to Concepcion. 2 for 3. And Davey, a 2-run homer in the 2nd, grounded out in the 3rd, singled infield variety in the 6th. Concepcion swings, and he gets his 3rd hit as he hits a shot to right. Aaron cuts it off before it gets down in the corner, holding Concepcion to a single. And now we have Tom Seaver. Seaver's thrown 123 pitches. There's 2 outs. He's 0 for 2. Concepcion's at first. Seaver, 7 innings, 5 hits, 1 run. It was earned. 1 home run. And that's how they got it. Hammer and Hank Aaron walked 4, struck out 5. I could go with a pinch hitter here and then go to our bullpen. Just check out our pinch hitters. Steve Garvey. Average off varieties. Steve Garvey will pinch hit for Tom Seaver. We'll have a new pitcher in the bottom of the 8th. So Garvey comes into the game. Garvey batting .307 in the tournament with 2 home runs and 3 ribbies. We gave Carew the start because of his average, but Garvey will be back in there. Year choice 310, 21 homers, 104 runners knocked in. Concepcion being held on by Klazuski at first. He'll be off on contact with 2 outs. As Anthony from Bleacher Bums Gaming says, surprise, Roberts still in there. Me too. Me too. But these decade teams don't like to yank their pitchers. Here's the pitch to Garvey. Garvey fouls it back. So they'll step in the box and do it over again. No balls, 1 strike. Concepcion at first. He'll be off on contact. The windup and the pitch from Roberts to Garvey. And Garvey works a walk. So the pinch hitter pays off. He advances the lineup to the top of the order, and Pete Rose is 2 for 4. Concepcion is at 2nd. Garvey is at 1st. Good speed on the base paths. And here's Pete Rose, 2 for 4. Here's the pitch to Charlie Hustle. Rose swings, sends it foul down the right field line. Rose in the hole, no balls, 2 strikes. 2 outs. Concepcion and Garvey will be off on contact. Berra sets the target. Roberts wheels and deals. Rose swings, ground ball to Matthews. He fires to Kluszewski. Bang, bang play at first, and they just nip Charlie Hustle. We go to the bottom of the 8th, 5-1. 70s decade over the 50s decade. We need a new catcher, and the new catcher will be Johnny Bench. And Bench will replace Bobby Bonds. Steve Garvey will come in to play defense at first. And now we need a new pitcher. And the new pitcher will be... We have to close out of this for a second. Lyle. I'm gonna look at. I put this screen up here for you guys, but I'm looking at a different screen. Okay. We have Bruce Sutter. Lefties hit 217. Righties 207. We're up by 4. They got lefty, lefty, lefty. Lots of lefties. Tug McGraw's death on lefties 187. Go to Tug McGraw. It's a logical choice. And McGraw's going to be in a 2 spot. It's okay. And he's going to be leading off, but we're going to get a pinch hitter. Doesn't matter. As the organist plays Charge for the 50s decade team, their fans clap along and yell Charge. Eddie Matthews 0 for 2. Tug McGraw now on the hill for the 70s decade team. McGraw getting his first appearance in the tournament. His year of choice, 7 wins, 5 losses, 17 saves, 2.26 earned run average, striking out 87, walking 41. McGraw deals to Matthews, 0 for 2. And Matthews sends that ball deep to right field. Parker going back in the corner, looking up, and he makes the leaping catch, crashing into the corner of the wall. What a play by Dave Parker, robbing Matthews of extra bases. 1 out. McGraw breathed a sigh of relief. And here comes Yogi Berra, lefty-lefty matchup. Berra's 0 for 3. McGraw looking to strike out his manager. Here's the pitch to Berra. And he does! Berra having a tough day. Players striking him out left and right. So 2 outs, base is empty for Ted Kluszewski. This is McGraw's 3rd lefty that he'll face. Harvey Keene, a righty's on deck. Kluszewski's 0 for 3. McGraw works quickly and wants to make short work to Kluszewski, the man with the long name. And Kluszewski drives that ball to right. Parker's there, makes the catch. 1, 2, 3. Go the 50s decade team. So McGraw does his JOB, gets all the lefties out, and he'll be pinch hit for it. Still on the hill is Robin Roberts. And we have Munson. I want to pinch hit, but he's our last catcher, just in case something goes horribly wrong. I'm going to hit the Red Sox, Rick Burleson. What the heck? So Burleson comes to the plate, and he's going to get his first at-bat in this tournament. Top of the 9th, 5-1 70s decade team, looking at not up this best of 5 series at 1 game apiece. The 50s won by 1 run in Game 1, as Spahn went the distance. Robin Roberts looks to go the distance, but without the similar result, he's in line for the loss. Rick Burleson, 269, 6 home runs, 50 RBI. Here's the pitch to the Rooster, Willie Crow. Ground ball, Matthews, foul ball. Burleson grounds it foul down the 3rd base line. The count's 1 ball, 2 strikes. The Rooster digs in, ready to grip and rip. Berra sets the target. Roberts kicks and fires. Burleson swings, and he lines a shot down the left field line. Foul again. Burleson hanging tough. Roberts nods his head. He rocks and fires. Burleson swings, ground ball back to Roberts, who throws to Kluszewski, 1 away. Now bring up Dave Parker, 1 for 4. one hit, a double, knocked in 2 runs in the top of the 3rd. Here's the pitch to Parker. And Parker works a walk. Roberts struggling. How long will he? 134 pitches, good for 145. Mike Schmidt will get his first at bat. He came in for defensive purposes after Allen was pinch hit for by Jim Rice. Here's the pitch to Mike Schmidt. Berra has a quick word with Roberts first. Now here's the pitch. And Schmidt strikes out, so Berra's strategy worked. Big swing and a miss. Couldn't catch up to the high heat. So 2 outs. Parker at first will be off on contact. And here comes Johnny Bench from the baseball bunch. Does anyone remember the baseball bunch? It used to be on either before or after This Week in Baseball. I think it was before. Bench batted .280 in his year of choice, 26 home runs, 112 ribbies. Here's the pitch to Bench, 2 outs, Parker off on contact. Bench swings, and he sends a shot to left, and Parker off on contact goes first and third. Musial throws into Matthews at third, but not in time. So runners on the corners, 2 outs for little Joe Morgan. He's 0 for 3. Morgan looking for his first hit and ribby of the tournament. Bench at first, Lazuski holding him on, 6 out of 10 base run. Morgan awaits the Roberts offering. Here's the pitch, homeward bound. Morgan swings, ground ball. Keane comes charging in from short, throws to Lazuski, side retired. We go to the bottom of the 9th. The 70s decade team 3 outs away from tying the series up at 1 in this best of 5. And on the mound to try to close out these final 3 outs will be Rich Gossage, the Goose. Rich Gossage will come in. And here's Gossage. Gossage, in the replay, has thrown 1 inning, given up 1 hit. That's it. No walks, no strikeouts, no runs. Gossage, 10 wins, 11 losses, 2.57 earned run average, 20 saves in his year of choice, striking out 134, walking 64. Let's go to the chat. Bob Bowie has joined us. I'm sorry I missed you, Bob. As Bob says, rolled more dice, I suppose. As he says, can't seem to show up early. So him and Anthony from Bleacher Bums Gaming have a nice chat. And Bob in his last message says, same here, Anthony. I can remember playing basketball with guys in January in the DC area with my fingertips cracked with the cold. I recall that also. Alright. So due up for the 50s decade team. Keane, Roberts a pitcher, so a pinch hitter. And then Fox. Here's the pitch to Harvey Keane from Goose Gossage. Keane's 1 for 3. That's a fly ball to left. Right at Pete Rose, 1 away. And here comes the pinch hitter, and what a pinch hitter it is. Mickey Mantle. What a matchup here. Famed New York Yankee, Rich Goose Gossage, versus the Mickey Mantle. Mantle in the tournament, 333. No home runs, no ribbies. His year of choice, 313, 42 home runs, 104 runs driven in. 5-1, 70s decade team looking to knot the series up at 1. This is game 2. The 50s took game 1 by 1 run. Spahn went the distance. Gossage is ready. He deals to Mantle. And he strikes out Mickey Mantle. Big swing and a miss on the fastball. So 2 outs, and it's up to the top of the order. Nelly Fox. Fox is 1 for 4. Gossage looking for a 1-2-3 inning here. He kicks and fires to Fox. Ground ball past Gossage. Morgan fields it, throws to first. Ball game is over. The 1970 decade team takes game 2, 5-1, and they knot up the series at 1 game apiece. The winner, Tom Seaver. And then the cleanup goes to Tug McGraw and Goose Gossage. So we'll be heading to game 3, knotted at 1, sometime in the near future. Let's go to the box score, and we'll call it a stream. I'd like to thank Anthony from Bleacher Bums Gaming. Check out that wonderful channel. Lots of different sports. You got stock car racing with red, white, and blue. And you have card and dice baseball, Ferguson Jenkins replay, 1969. And Time Machine with the 22 Browns, St. Louis Browns traveling to 77, taking the place of the Blue Jays. Also, I forgot about the Barnstorming League he has with Negro League teams against Hall of Famers. That's pretty fun. And he's got boxing. He's got the rubber match coming up between Ali and Johnson, as well as other fights he has on there. David Hay and Frank Bruno, Jack Johnson, Mike Tyson. And I think I forgot one. No, they're good. That's it. Plus Ali and Sullivan. So check that out. And a good friend of the channel, thank you very much, Bob Bowie. All right. Let's go to the box score quickly and call it a stream. The winning pitcher, Tom Seaver, is now 2-0 in the tournament. He's won a round 1 game and now a round 2 game. And it was big because they knotted the series at 1 game apiece. You don't want to go down in a best of 5 down 2. The ever important game 3 coming up. Seaver went 7 innings, 5 hits, 1 earned run. Came off the bat of Hammer and Hank Aaron. Solo blast, a home run. He was 2 for 4. Seaver walked 4, struck out 5. Workman-like performance. McGraw pitched the 8th, scoreless, striking out 1. Gossage pitched the 9th, scoreless, striking out 1. The loss goes to Robin Roberts. Went 9 innings, 11 hits, 5 earned runs. 1 home run to Davey Concepcion, a 2-run blast in the top of the 2nd. He walked 4, struck out 5. Let's go to the batting. As Davey Concepcion is probably going to be player of the game, 3 for 4 with 2 ribbies. So Rose went 2 for 5, a run scored. He's now batting .438. He did strike out once. Carew 2 for 4 and a run scored, .333. McGraw pitched, did not hit. Rick Burleson pinch hit, 0 for 1. Goose Gossage pitched, did not hit. Dave Parker 1 for 4 with 2 ribbies, a walk and a K, and a double, batting .375. Dick Allen struggles continue. He was 0 for 3. He's like 1 for 10. He's batting 100. He will not be starting in Game 3. Jim Rice, the pinch hitter, was 0 for 1, batting .222. Mike Schmidt was 0 for 1 after coming in to play defense. And he's not had a hit because he's batting .000. Ted Simmons, the catcher, 1 for 4 with a strikeout and a double, batting .250. Bobby Bonds pinch ran and scored. And Bench was 1 for 1 came in to play defense and got in at bat. He's batting .333. Joe Morgan's 0 for 4 with a walk. He's still hitless. Cesar Cedeno 1 for 3 in stellar defense in center with a run scored and a ribby, batting .600. And Davey Concepcion 3 for 4, a run scored, 2 ribbies, and a 2-run homer, batting .333. Tom Seaver was 0 for 2, a walk and a strikeout. Steve Garvey, the pinch hitter, walked. The 70s decade team in victory, 5-1, 37 at-bats, 5 runs, 11 hits, 5 RBI, 4 walks, 6 Ks, 2 doubles, no triples, and a home run. For the 50s decade team in defeat, they only had 5 hits. Nellie Fox 1 for 5. Stan the Man Musial 0 for 3, a walk and 2 strikeouts. Hank Aaron 2 for 4, a run scored, an RBI, a home run. He's now batting .571. Snyder 1 for 3 with a walk and a K. He's batting .333. Matthews 0 for 3, a walk. He's batting .167. Barrett 0 for 4 with 2 strikeouts. He does not have a hit yet. Klazuski was an 0 for 4. He doesn't have a hit yet. And Harvey Keene 1 for 4, batting .429. Roberts, the pitcher, was 0 for 1 with a walk and a strikeout. And Mickey Mantle, the pinch hitter, struck out. He's batting .250. Nellie Fox, I forgot to tell you, he's batting .200. Musial 143. So in defeat, 32 at-bats for the 50s decade team. 1 run, 5 hits, 1 run knocked in on the Hank Aaron home run. Walked 4 times, struck out 7 times, and the home run, Hank Aaron. Let's go to the miscellaneous. We'll go player of the game. Wow, they give player of the game to Tom Seaver. I'm going to give co-players of the game, Tom Seaver and Davey Concepcion. The 70s decade team left 10 runners on base, the 50s 9. Let's go to the recap. The 50s had bases loaded on 2 hits and a walk and failed to score a run in the bottom of the first. Seaver did some magic act and got out of it. Then, in the top of the second, after the squander by the 50s in the bottom of the first, the 70s would score 2 runs on 2 hits on the 2-run blast by Davey Concepcion in the second deck. That went 4-28, 2-0 70s. They would get 2 more on the 2-run double by Dave Parker in the third, 4-0 70s. Then the 50 decade team would get on the board in the bottom of the fifth, a solo shot by Hank Aaron, 4-1. 70s would get that run back in the top of the eighth on one run on 2 hits and a walk. Cedeno with a sac fly made it 5-1, and that's how the ball game ended. Davey Concepcion 3 for 4, a home run and 2 RBI. Hank Aaron 2 for 4 with a home run and a ribby. Tom Seaver got the win. Roberts got the loss. We'll go on to Game 3 at some point in the near future, knotted at 1 between the 70s decade and the 50s decade as they battle for the All-Decade World Series, brought to you by Beatles Eternally, good friend of the channel. Hopefully you enjoyed this. Once again, thank you to Bob Bowie and Anthony from Bleachers Bum Gaming. Till next time, don't swing at the curveball in the dirt. Watch out for the big left hook. Take care. Bye-bye. Health and happiness. God bless, and peace!